Hello, I'm Yakimi and welcome to GuildFound Crafted Log, where I use only crafted gear, no quest rewards, no dungeon drops, and today Deadmines is my real test. I went in as prepared as I could, but even then I wasn't ready for what was coming. While leveling at Westfall, I ran into the Defiance Messenger. This pulled me straight into the People's Militia questline, step by step, clearing out the Defiance, and after turning in the final quest, level 17. Right after that, I escorted the Defiance Traitor to Moonbrook, and with that I had every quest ready for Deadmines. Then the upgrades came in. A guild member crafted me a new two-handed mace. Then another guildie sent me a neck and two rings. For the first time I actually felt ready. Before going in, I leveled first aid to 40, unlocking heavy linen bandages, because I know they will be super useful in Deadmines. After that, I went to Redridge, killed few gnolls and hit level 18. All quests ready, full gear crafted, level 18. This is the best set I could get. Time for Deadmines. This is the real test of crafted locked. We went in as one paladin, two shamans, one mage I think, and whatever that was. The run was pretty interesting, I must say. We come to the first boss, Rockstar, with two odds. So yeah, Warlock, Mage, Shaman, one Enhancement, one Elemental it seems, and Retribution Paladin. This was pretty smooth boss. I mean, the first boss. It was supposed to be relatively easy for boss fight. Second boss needs Shredder and Sneak himself. Also pretty easy and quite forgiving fight. We weren't even for a moment close to dying, any of us. Of course, this is not hardcore, this is TBC anniversary, and this is, as you may know, GuildFound crafted log, so I can queue up only with guildies. Sneed fell down pretty easily after that. There was one chest in the end, near to the gate to the other room. Unfortunately, I lost the roll to the other shaman, but yeah, well, can't win every roll. And most of the guild is useless. We had one big pull. I was the only one to die there. Yeah, well, we were out of mana, most of us. We come to the engineering room. The Guilded boss, again, pretty easy fight. He had some ass, but they were dealt with. And since none of the gear that drops is useful to anyone, since we don't use dungeon gear, just crafted, we agreed that one item will go to the mage, one will go to warlock, so they can disenchant it and craft some enchants. Next boss, Mr. Smite. Again, all of that felt kinda easy, I must say. Besides some massive pulls, which were too hard for, well, no obvious reasons. Besides our full group being out of mana. I mean, I maybe overused my mana too much in damaging abilities and not really saving it for healing if needed be, but yeah. Good thing to know. And compared to retail, mana being used here is pretty much you're always while on retail you could do your rotation on DPS spec for quite a while and not get out of mana. And Mr. Smite goes down. Next is Captain Greenskin. Again another easy fight. There was some AoE, so I used Magma Totem for AoE. Mage use Arcane Explosions. Warlock help with tanking with his Blueberry or Voidwalker. Oh, sorry, the Paladin is actually Protection spec. Though on DPS meter it shows as red. So, Edwin Van Cleef, mastermind behind this dungeon, with 2 ads spawning at the start and 2 more spawning at 50%, I think. Again, pretty smooth. I mean, healths were dropping quite a bit, but healing was sufficient, so there were no issue with it at all. And he goes down after less than a minute. A lot of quests done. We go to kill the cookie, the chef of this boat. There's actually door which lead to Stranglethorn Vale from around this dungeon area, which is pretty cool lore wise. Cookie Tenderizer, which is pretty good. We kill this undead guy for a quest. We go to turn in all of the quests. One takes us back to the Westfall. This for the money pick, which is pretty good. And one more quest in Stormwind. No useful loot here. We go back to Sentinel Hill. Stuff of Westfall. Great item. Otherwise, we go on top of the tower for another quest turn in. I started to feel like this challenge might be easier or better to do on retail, because here there is only 2 expansions, Classic and TBC, and in retail we are up to expansion 12, and we do some more questing in Duskwood. We hit level 19. I go to travel around the world. This traveling part of the video took more than 1 hour. So I go from the front ramp up to the Ironforge. I train few shaman skills, Shaman Totem, which is super useful. So from Ironforge I fly to Tesmalar Lokmodan. From Lokmodan I run up to Wetlands. There is no mount of any kind up to level 30. Retail, there is actually from level 10. Retail has so many quality of life stuff. Well, I mostly play just retail. I came to TBC mostly for this challenge. And I would rather take this to retail. Manatee Harbor. From Manatee Harbor there is a boat. There's actually 2 boats. One to Terramore, one to the Darkshore. And it turns out I take the boat to Terramore, which is the wrong one. Which I will soon realize this is not the place where I should be. So I Hearthstone to Shatrach. From Shatrach there are 3 portals to the cities. Darnassus, Ironforge and Stormwind. From Darnassus I go to the Dark Shore. And we go to the Dark Shore, across the Dark Shore, up to the Astranar. From Astranar, road leads to the Barrens, although I almost took the wrong trip and went almost straight into Horde camp, and finally to Ratchet. I wanted to maybe even do Wailing Caverns dungeon, so I took Raptor Horns quest, ran all the way to the Wailing Caverns. This jump is the thing I failed a few times. So you're not supposed to do that because you're a fall. And I got to the wrong hole. Yeah, well. And the second time you need to go like this, and from this ledge drop down to this, and you're in the quest area for Wailing Caverns. I pick up all the quest, purchase, deviate, scale / height, crafting slots. I can actually gather that. I try to find group for Wailing Caverns, maybe. I fail because, well, most of the people, the guild are almost over level for this. Last Raptor Horn. Yeah. I mean, they're progressing challenge much faster than I am, and my time is becoming more and more limited. So, and retail player. It was fun. It took quite a long time. I go back to Ratchet, pick up follow-up quest for Wailing Caverns. And I go to the Wailing Caverns area. There's actually quite a few beasts which can drop deviate height, and the phantasms, whatever they're called. I love when people leave their kills so I can skin them. It helps with leatherworking. They can actually drop deviate scales. Great stuff. I kill few of those raptors. They start drop quest items, which is great. The ectoplasms for another quest, and finally get every deviate scale and level 20 with it. Great stuff. Turn in the Wailing Caverns quest, the bag, although only crafted gear. Okay, nothing to learn. And finally, Shaman Water quest. This is pretty long chain, but it unlocks the water quest. First is Healing Tide Totem, I think. So, Exdar and big movement ability, Ghost Wolf. I go to this water dude. He sends me to kill few of these corrupted water elementals, get some globules from them. Now he wants me to go to Astranar to get this water from that fountain. Why so much travel? I go back to this water dude. I'm not trying to even pronounce his name, it's kinda weird. Aqueous? Oh. So I need to kill this corrupter of water. Water elementals help. And yeah. I get his head. And I can turn in the last quest to this guy. And of course I need to run back to Darnassus. And I get water quests. All done. Great. Now I can use healing titan. Decent party heal. Nothing new to learn from the trainer. And yeah. Plus 6 health to every party member. And level 20, bunch of gear, all crafted. No trinkets. And it took me 1 day to complete all of that. While I get this gear on my retail character in almost half of the time. So next thing will be only craft series on retail from classic all the way to the max midnight. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.